Good evening, I'm Kim Christensen.
And I'm Kyle Clark. 19 people have now been detained in the hour since police began investigating an attack on tenants at a troubled apartment complex in Aurora. Aurora Police say more than a dozen armed people kidnapped a man and a woman last night at the edge of Lowry Apartments. That's Dallas Street near Colfax. According to police, this group of people took the couple from one unit to another at the complex where they tied them up and assaulted them. Chief Todd Chamberlain believes that the attack was gang-related. He stopped short of saying that it was tied to the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua. The chief did say he believes most of the people involved, the victims and the attackers, are Venezuelan migrants.
And the reason they do that is because they are easy victims. Because they know because of their status they will not come forward to the police. They know that they can mistreat them. They know that they can do things to them that they couldn't do to anybody else in the community based upon their fear of what the ramifications would be if law enforcement gets involved in that.
Police say the couple convinced the group to let them go by saying they would not call police. They were then able to drive to a friend's place to get help. Both were hospitalized and are expected to survive their injuries. So Aurora is taking the property owners, the managers, and the investors of that apartment complex to court.
The city says if an agreement is reached at a hearing next month, tenants would have 30 days to leave the apartment. 9 News reporter Janelle Finch joins us now with where these people would go. Janelle?
The city of Aurora says there hasn't been a finalized resolution between the city and property owners on what's next for the edge at Lowry. But housing advocates are saying there already needs to be preparation for if fallout happens if tenants are forced to leave. The edge at Lowry Apartments is out of chances for redemption, says Aurora city leaders.
Well, we have filed for the criminal nuisance. So that is the route that we are going.
The city says a home invasion where a man and woman were hospitalized with serious injuries strengthens their case to get the apartment shut down. The decision would impact more than just the bad actors.
We're going to see mass exit to a state of houselessness with families with young children if the city doesn't intervene.
V. Reeves is an organizer with House Keys Action Network Denver. They say tenants could face a similar fate to those previously living at an apartment operated by the same company.
We've already seen what happened with Nome Street.
The city closed the apartments on Nome Street in August. More than 300 families were forced out and given just 6 days to find a new home. Reeves says the city needs to prepare resources to help relocate.
We need city support in order for this to be successful. We still know people on the streets.
The city of Aurora says it'll put legal responsibility on the property owners to pay for costs to close the apartment and assistance provided to tenants. Aurora says tenants here would have 30 days to leave if the apartment closes.
These people have rights as much as anybody else, and we need to defend them very strongly and very vocally right now.
The city says the property owners are required to file a formal answer to the criminal nuisance complaint by December 30th. Court proceedings are scheduled to continue in January. Janelle Finch, 9 News.
Let's take a live look from Aspen tonight. The snow had been coming down for most of the evening, but it's pretty much tapered off at this point. As we speak, a cold front is pushing in, bringing slick conditions in the high country, and we may see some sprinkles. Whatever the sprinkles mean. Like sprinkles on cupcakes, Kathy?
Yes.
Okay.
Because that's a positive thing, right?
Sure.
That is a good thing.
Yes. I have yet to see a snowflake in Denver, but radar is indicating that there is a bit of that activity around the area. Roads are dry, visibility is good. The wind finally coming down. It has been another very windy day along the Front Range. We're currently 33 in Denver, 11 in Gunnison, 21 in Kremling. And the wind much improved. The front is dropping to the south. Those higher gusts over the foothills have really come down. Weather headlines, still the chance of an isolated snow shower in Denver tonight. Most of the accumulating snow will be in the northern and central mountains, but already winter weather and travel advisories are being scaled back ahead of a warming and drying trend that will see our Christmas forecast looking pretty comfortable and great for travel. The front is moving to the south, the cloud cover starting to shift east away from the area. Clearing is expected overnight. We have a little bit of snow on the radar up in the Red Feather Lakes area, Netherland, and that winter weather advisory for the northern mountains is extended out until midnight, but only for an additional inch or two of accumulation. In the metro area, a few flurries, a little bit of snow shower activity around Colorado Springs and Callahan, but the only area with advisories for travel just outside of the Steamboat Springs area, and that's until midnight. So, chance for a snow shower between now and midnight, then skies clear, and we're off and running to another warm, dry day tomorrow. Details on the extended forecast and a look ahead to the holiday just ahead.
A person has fallen from a chairlift at a ski resort in Colorado the second time in less than a week. Breckenridge confirmed it happened yesterday, saying a 21-year-old man fell from the Beaver Run super chair. Officials say he was then taken to the Breckenridge Medical Center on Peak 9. The resort won't say how far he fell or how badly he was hurt. Last Wednesday, a snowboarder was seriously hurt at Keystone. A witness reported he was adjusting his binding when he fell about 47 feet.
Clear Creek County is cutting some jobs and office hours due to budget issues. The county's laying off 4 of its about 200 employees and eliminating 4 more unfilled positions. On top of the layoffs, they'll switch to a 32-hour work week for some of their officers starting at the beginning of next month. That does not include the sheriff's office, ambulance, or transit. Employees in the impacted offices will keep their current pay rate, but the county says they will not get raises that were planned. The county had already implemented a 4-day work week last year. Clear Creek County blames the budget shortfall on declining sales tax revenue and falling property tax revenue.
The case against a former Denver area ticket broker is on hold after prosecutors filed a new theft charge against her. Talia Yeager owned Ticket Secrets, a longtime ticket broker company in the Denver area. Her attorney told Steve on Your Side this summer that 2 major concerts broke her business model and her business. Yeager was charged with felony theft in Colorado Springs and was expected to agree to a plea deal on Tuesday. Then this new charge popped up. The victim in the new case told us he paid Yeager $440 for a Brandi Carlile concert, and she never got her tickets.
My understanding, she hasn't taken any responsibility for this and continues to deny. She immediately wanted to file for bankruptcy. It's like she's just running. That's not okay.
Yeager did file for bankruptcy this fall, saying she owed more than $750,000 in debts, including a long list of customers. She's due back in court in January. Today, the FTC finalized a rule that bans hidden junk fees from hotel and ticket prices. It means live event ticket and lodging companies must display the full price, including all fees up front. The FTC says the bipartisan rule will ban what it calls bait and switch pricing. The board members voted in favor of the new rule 4-1. The lone dissenter was Andrew Ferguson, who is President-elect Trump's pick to run the FTC. The new rule is set to go into effect in 4 months.
CSU is suing the Mountain West, teamed up with Utah State to file the lawsuit this week. They claim the conference is engaging in quote-unquote extraordinary and unauthorized actions to penalize the 5 schools leaving the Mountain West for the Pac-12. The complaint says the conference is threatening to withhold tens of millions of dollars, including refusing to reimburse them for travel and other expenses for postseason football games. Denver could land the next professional women's soccer team. This is cool stuff.
Very exciting. The Mile High City is reportedly the lone finalist for NWSL's expansion franchise. 9 News reporter Colton Chavez is joining us now. And Colton, this is exciting. It's not a done deal just yet.
I know, Kim, there's so much excitement around this, but not, as you said, not a done deal just yet. But this has been in the works for quite some time. And so earlier today, I spoke with Lindsay Jean. She plays soccer for Colorado School of Mines. And she says that her team has actually been sending letters to the National Women's Soccer League for the past year, asking for exactly this.
High ball, back post, header, and in!
Excitement is building about the possibility of a professional women's soccer team in Denver.
When I was little, obviously we didn't really have any professional women's teams nearby, but whenever the women's national team would go, it was like my entire club team would be like, okay, we're all gonna go, we're all gonna sit in this section.
Lindsay Jeans played soccer at Evergreen High School and now at Colorado School of Mines.
I don't even really remember a time where I wasn't playing soccer.
There hasn't been a time in her life when a professional women's team has called Denver home. That could soon change.
I mean, the Rapids have been here forever, so why not a women's team too?
According to The Athletic, the National Women's Soccer League is now in the final stages of making the Mile High City the league's newest team.
It's incredible to see the growth in the sport, to see how many people are getting excited about it, not just women, not just girls, but everybody's getting excited. Everybody's investing in women's sports.
Colorado is known for producing some of the best soccer players in the world, like Lindsey Horan, Sophia Smith, and Mallory Swanson. Lindsey believes a new team will encourage more girls to get into the sport.
Having someone that's close by that can watch, you can watch regularly, you can go see their games in person, because that's even better. It's important.
So when it's all said and done, Denver would be the league's 16th team. As for when and where they'll play, we're still waiting for that to be announced. Also, a spokesperson for the league tells us that the expansion process is ongoing and they look forward to giving us more information next year. Live in Denver, Colton Chavez, 9 News.